Hey, it's Mike Koenigs, and I'm recording this on my super fancy high-tech iPhone. I just left the studio, and I actually am making this at the last moment for the newsletter. And I got an interesting email today from a guy, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. His name is Kason Bow. And here's what it says. He says, "Hey Mike, I really like your work. You're one of my favorite business gurus, along with Seth Godin, MJ DeMarco. Thank you for that. It was very kind. Recently I saw one of your Make Market Launch interviews, and I'd like to ask you just one question. What exactly do you mean by leverage? I can tell that you think leverage is a super important quality to have because of the amount of emphasis you put on it. I hope you can share your understanding about this." Okay, so I'm going to show you something right now. And it really is one of my guiding principles that I live by every single day. So I'm going to turn my camera onto my whiteboard here in my super fancy office. And you'll see right there, I say, okay, where is the big lever? Now I look at that and I write that down on a regular basis. And here's what's really, really important about this whole concept of leverage. And what I try to do, let me adjust this a little bit so you're sitting next to me, and I made a couple notes to myself today about what I look for and why levers are so important. So basically what leverage means is how can you get the maximum number of results with the least amount of work. And I was making some notes to myself today in our newsletter information, and basically let me give you a couple examples of what I mean when I say leverage. So I want to do the least amount of work for the maximum amount of results and generate the most profit. And that way I can use my time for something else, like the stuff I really love to do, which is invent new products. I like selling stuff and I like teaching. And of course, spending time with family. So I'll give you an example of something that just happened this last week. We got an inquiry from a family that owns 6 franchise restaurants. And then they also have an additional 9 restaurant franchises. And what we did is we created an opportunity to actually work with them to promote their restaurant and use Instant Customer to do that. So basically they created some nice flyers, they handed them out at a live event, and they're using these to generate lots of leads to promote their restaurant and give away free coupons. It's basically what we call a coupon club. Now, that's kind of cool, but why would we spend time here in a corporate office when we're really a software service business working with a couple of stores? Well, the reason being is these guys are really, really good friends with the owners of the franchise company, and there's 350 franchise owners. They can give us direct access to 300 potential customers, 350 potential customers who would never go away. So if we can just do one demonstration and it works well, which is basically guaranteed because we've done stuff with other restaurants, we can sell not only into the 350 franchise store, we can go into some of their other stores. They've got 9 stores in a completely different company, sell into them. We could literally get into the entire restaurant business. That could be thousands, maybe tens of thousands of customers by leveraging one example. Now I'm going to give you another one, which is whenever you work with affiliates or joint venture partners. So for example, we're about to embark on a new promotion, and we've got thousands of affiliates, and the reality is there's only a couple hundred of them that are really active that produce real results. But instead of us trying to figure out how are we going to buy media, how are we going to go do pay-per-click, how are we going to do postcard marketing or whatever it is to generate traffic and leads to sell our products and services, instead I can have one of my people in my company, not me, write the affiliate sales copy. We're going to go out, I make a video that gets seen by hundreds or thousands of affiliates. We give them all the tools and resources they need to sell our products and services, generating thousands or tens of thousands of visitors to our website. Now, they're doing what requires an army to do, hundreds of people promoting and selling our products. Yes, we have to pay them an affiliate commission, but look, it's a great way to do it. I'll give you one other example. 3 weeks ago, I got asked to speak at a live event. Now, I spoke at this live event. It was with one of my great mentors, and there were 202 people in a room. Every person in the room paid $11,200 to be there. That means they're highly qualified. Well, one of the strategies that I teach with Instant Customer is something where you can text your name and email address to get a free copy of the presentation I'm doing, or maybe a trial to my software or whatever it is. But the whole thing is text your name and email address and you get this free stuff. Well, it turned out I got 214 leads out of the room. How's that possible? Only 202 people there. It's because the offer was so good, people were handing out the sheet of paper to other people at the live event, and they were joining too. By the time a week ended, other people had shared it with other people. I had over 225 people. So I literally converted like 114% of the room. But it gets better. I walked out of that room with 150 credit cards out of 202 people. That means people were trying out my software. Unimaginable conversion results. So the point of this is leverage. In this particular instance is I make one presentation inside of a room. I give them an offer they can't refuse. I collect contact information from highly qualified people. And I'll just tell you what wound up happening. I talked to one of those people afterwards, and in 10 minutes closed that person on a $100,000 Platinum Mastermind. That is leverage. So what I would just stress and have you think about is write down on a piece of paper every single day when you wake up in the morning, or every day on your whiteboard, where are the big levers? How can I gain maximum leverage? Is there some way I can sell 100 things with the same amount of effort that it takes to do just one? Can I sell a $10,000 product for the same amount of effort as a $1,000 product? Or can I sell a $1,000 product for the same amount of effort as a $100 product? Or maybe a $100 product with the same amount of effort as a $10 product? The fact of the matter is, it's all about understanding where the big levers are, and that's your goal. There's, I think okay, I'm going to just show my ignorance here. I think it's Archimedes, I think that's how to pronounce his name. He said, show me a lever and a fulcrum big enough and I can move the world. Something to that effect. So the whole point of it is with a big enough lever, you can move anything. And what you need to do is look at where those big opportunities are. Well, I hope that answers your question. I hope this is fun. And if you have any other questions, make sure you submit them in the newsletter. I'm happy to answer any questions you have, and drop it in the next newsletter. So this is Mike Koenigs, over and out. Have fun.